With explosive growth over the past 3 decades, China's economy is rapidly urbanizing, industrializing, and modernizing. Migration has played a key role in this growth and transformation. Since the 1970s, over 200 million people have left their rural farms and migrated to cities where they take jobs in factories and the service sector. The scale of China's continued migration is unprecedented in human history. Why are all these people moving to cities? Staying in the village or moving to a city has costs and benefits. People living in poor, rural areas often have limited means to improve their livelihood. In contrast, life in cities offers the promise of more varied job options and higher income. With higher wages, migrant workers can send money to family members in the countryside. Migrants often view the booming city as a new window to a brighter future. That is the push factor that sends millions of rural residents out of the villages to the cities. Even though the benefits of migration tend to outweigh the costs of leaving home, very often the life of a migrant is a constant struggle. Where do migrants end up? Although opportunities are more available than where they came from, there is little romance in the life of most migrants. Migrants often live in migrant communities, loosely knit neighborhoods full of simple dwellings and shops on the outskirts of cities. Here, buildings are old, falling apart, and sometimes half demolished. Streets and sidewalks are cracked and littered with trash or simply made of dirt. Families of 3, 4, or more might live in a cramped, one-room family space. Sleeping, cooking, eating, and storage frequently occurs within an area of only a few square meters. Migrant factory workers also live in crowded, dingy dormitories on construction sites or factory grounds. Because most migrants are uneducated, they usually can only find work in the unskilled labor market. Their jobs are likely to be strenuous, dangerous, or tedious. Migrants can face harassment and discrimination in the workplace and rarely enjoy the same legal protections that are available to urban residents. Migrants also frequently face discrimination from local urbanites in their day-to-day lives. As increasing numbers of rural Chinese decide to migrate to cities, more children are making the move with their parents. Migrant children face many obstacles entering urban public schools. For this reason, for-profit schools crop up in abandoned buildings, unused factory floors, or other derelict spaces. Today, these migrant schools remain notorious for bare-bones facilities, fragmented curricula, high student turnover, and incompetent teachers. Educational outcomes among migrant children tend to be very low at these schools. Not all children make the move with their parents. An estimated 20 million children are living with grandparents or other relatives as their parents move away to find work. China is not the only country to undergo large-scale migration. Every developed country has had a migratory generation that must make huge sacrifices. Migrant life is difficult in many respects, but it offers the promise of opportunity that simply does not exist in the countryside. In the next 20 years, hundreds of millions more migrants will enter China's cities in search of this promise. Properly incorporating these individuals into the economy and fabric of society and allowing them to improve their standard of living are core challenges for China's continued development.